Here goes take a million. I've tried recording this voiceover so many times, y'all. I'm starting off with my foundation. I already primed my face. This is the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I'm not too sure what shade I have it in because it's a Sephora sample and I lost the little package that they give it to you in. But I really liked it. I just need a different shade that matches me better. I'm blending it out with my Japanese sponge. This is one of my favorite sponges to blend it out. It's nice and squishy. I'm using the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. I'm not too sure what shade it is either. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to have a lot of the names for y'all. Then I'm going in with the Fit Me powder. This is one of their loose powders. It's shade 10. It's one of their lighter shades. I use it like a translucent powder. It doesn't give me any flashback when I layer everything on top, and it makes my face nice and smooth. And I'm using that same Japanese sponge to apply it all over my face. Then I'm going in with the Hoola bronzer. This is my favorite bronzer to contour my face with. It's not too warm, it's not too ashy, it works perfectly for my skin. The brush that I'm using is actually from Amazon. I buy a lot of my brushes from Amazon. They are nice and affordable and they work well. I mean, you don't need anything too expensive to do your makeup. Then I'm going in with the N.Y.C bronzer. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. I've had this for such a long time, but it's a really nice bronzer. Then I'm using that same powder that I used earlier to set my face, and I'm using it to carve out my cheekbones. This is the Morphe sponge, the one with the flat end. Works perfectly to carve out your contour. Then I also use it on the sides of my nose, as you can see, to clean up my nose contour. I don't know how people do voiceovers. This is hard. Then this is a blush trio that I got in one of my boxy charms. I'm not sure what month it was, but these are really, really pretty. They're a little bit luminous, so they already give you a nice shine to your face. You don't really need to add highlight, but you know, I'm going to anyways. Then I'm going in with this palette that I also got in my boxy charm. It's the Laura Lee Los Angeles palette. And I'm going in with that dark blue right there. It was giving me a little bit of trouble because they're not super pigmented at the first swatch on your eye. You kind of have to build it up. So my strategy is just grab some product, pat it on before you start blending it out so it doesn't get patchy. Then I'm going in with that green, that neon green right there. It's so pretty. And I grab a really, really small blending brush. This is from N.Y.C. And I blend right above that blue. And I go in with a little bit more blue to be able to build up the intensity again, because it does wash it out, I guess, as you blend it. So it's just, with these colors, it's just about packing it on over and over again so that you don't lose the intensity of these colors. Then I'm going in with my Tarte Shape Tape. I use the color Medium Light, and I'm using it in another N.Y.C brush. This is a flat brush, and I'm using it to carve out my crease. Do kind of like a half cut crease. Then you'll go back into the concealer and grab it with the eyeliner brush so that you can do the little flick at the end of it. You don't have to do the little flick if you don't like it. It would look really pretty without the little flick and just as a half cut crease. Then with my fingers, I'm kind of patting over the concealer to blend the blue and the concealer together so that there's no harsh lines at all. I went ahead and added a little bit more blue over top of that concealer to blend the two colors together. Then I'm using the Zoeva palette and I'm grabbing those two colors, the golden white shade and the baby blue shimmer. And I'm adding both of those to my lid. Then with a little, I think this is like a lip brush. It's super tiny. I'm going in so that I can carve that crease and nothing gets super messy. We want it nice and sharp. Then I'm going again back with that dark blue and blending all of the colors together. Then I'm going in with the Zoeva brush, I think. To be honest, I got this a la pulga. I don't even know if it's a real brush, but it's okay. But it's more of a flat brush, flat and fluffy. I really like this brush because it also lets me, as you can see, be able to get into areas that I want to be super precise in. So I wanted to intensify above the cut crease to intensify the blue. So I used that brush with a little bit more blue to go over top. Then I'm using these Tatti lashes. They are so intense, but they're really pretty. They are the TLMITCHELL ones. Then I went ahead and did my other eye off camera and also highlighted my face, added some lipstick. The lipstick that I wore before the gloss was the Dose of COLORS X-KATYxDESI-More Creamer, please. And then I lined my lips with one of the nude lipsticks from Morphe. Those are so good. I was looking a little crazy with my baby hairs everywhere. But this is the final look. I hope y'all enjoyed it.